Everything big. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
They see me rolling. You are now tuned into Let's Talk Podcast, where we talk less and do more. Today we have a very, very, very special guest,
Tierra T.
This is episode 15 for us, and this episode is for women. Mostly women who want to branch off into the field of modeling, content, anything creative. And I know in our generation, body types is like body type is it's a lot to do. It's a lot to do with. So first, before we jump into the topic,
Okay,
I want you to tell us who you are. Tell us something about yourself.
so my name is Tierra T. I go by Tierra T or just T. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I am a brand ambassador, model, fashion influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like grew up off of, it was just me and my mom. So the girly girl put me together, all of that. It kind of just flowed.
Came natural.
It just came natural. You know, she wanted to keep herself up. You know, that's her little mini me. So that's what we did. But like over time, I just kept doing it. And I kind of found myself stumbling into this whole world of fashion and being a model and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, okay, we doing this. Like,
because the idea of body type, tall, skinny, tall little boy is what it is. Like, that's just period. If you're being blunt. But I love it. I don't do it. I take pictures for my friend's boutique, of course, but I don't. That's just not. It's not what I do as a job or as what I do like as a thing. But I love it. It's like when we take pictures, like when we did a photo shoot yesterday. Yeah. It was yesterday we ate.
That was
that
the
photo
timing.
Shoot yesterday, everything in and out. It was perfect.
I felt so good.
Yes, it wasn't. You wasn't tired when you left. Usually we be there for 3 hours. Like yesterday, we was in, we was out. Our outfits was fire. Our makeup, everything was just our photo shoot yesterday was amazing. But what I wanted to say is when we taking those, like when you're in front of the camera and you taking the pictures, it's like a euphoric feeling.
Yeah,
it's like you just feel good. Like I was having a bad, like my week is I'm just like good everywhere. But yesterday photo shoot. First off, I had Pilates that morning. Pilates, amazing. Then photo shoot, it was just like I was on a high yesterday. I just felt good. Yesterday was just like a feel-good day for me, period. But what inspired you to become a plus-size model?
So, like I said, I kind of just stumbled into it. I was just one of them people, oh, I like how I look today. I like my outfit. I'm going to post it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I never like did anything with like, oh, I hope this give me this many likes or I hope this give me this many followers. Like I just always, it might sound conceited, but I just always been into me. Yeah. Like, so I kept doing it. When I was in college, a boutique reached out to me and she was like, you know, I really like how you interact with people on here or like Instagram. You interact with them and you know how you put yourself together and stuff. Would you mind coming and model a few pieces from my store? So I'm like, sure. Like I'm like, this is what I do anyway. So I get there, it's my first paid photo shoot, it's this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, okay, like I like this. Okay, cool. So we did that for like a year or two, and over time it was like more people were saying stuff. So like she was suggesting me to people or recommending me to people, and now it's like, oh, do you want to walk in this show? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And I'm like, okay, well, y'all know I'm not like a model, right? Like, y'all know
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, so I'm like, and that's how I felt at first. I'm like, am I putting on? Or like, I don't want it to come off. So like, after the first year, my mom, she was already on it. She's like, you're a model. You need to tell people you're a plus size model. I'm like, no, I'm just a girl.
Even now, when I post like my pictures from the photo shoots on Facebook, my grandma, she always told me when I was little, like, you're going to be a model. She's like, I knew you was going to be a model. I'm like, Granny, I'm not a model.
Yes, and it's like, I think people kind of see like in you that you need to be seen by others, and not even more so on like, you know, you need the validation of the audience or anything. It's just like, you know, you are somebody.
Yeah.
And my family has always been that way towards me.
That's good.
And I've always appreciated that. But again, like that imposter syndrome that you're saying, like I never wanted it to come off like what she thinks she doing or nothing like that. And so I was too worried about others. And that's when I kind of was like, okay, no, this came to me. Like, you know, So I need to take it seriously. So from that point, I just kept doing it, the content, everything, and like I ended up getting another boutique to work with, and now I'm working with Lord Plus, and I have like other brand ambassadorships, and I'm like, okay, and now 7 years later, I literally just put in my bio model, like,
because we don't be thinking like we can't. Like my friend, I'm like, I'm gonna try to do some content today. She's like, why are you trying? Why aren't you just doing it?
Yeah,
I'm like, because she like, just do it. Like it's really you versus you.
Yep.
It's always you versus you. Even if you're a person that care what other people think or care how you look to other people, it's always going to be you versus you, because you can tell me something and I can be like, dang, that made me feel bad. I'm still in my own head. Why did it make you feel bad? Do you really feel bad, or do you just not want this person to think that you're this way? So it's always you versus you. How do you navigate? Like, how do you navigate as a plus size model through different brands that have like, because I know Allura, all of us are plus size, but how do you navigate with brands, or have you worked with brands that have like plus size and then like the standard size models?
So I know like a brand that I just started working with, I personally feel like she didn't have any plus size models. So that was like my stamp. Like, she was looking for ambassadors. I'm like, hey, if you're looking for someone plus size to bring that audience to you, because I think they just like see plus size and they're like, oh, I can't push that, or I don't have. You can push it. You use the right tools, you use the right people to let them know, like, hey, the quality of the item, the comfort, all of that, like, you can push it, but you have to be okay with wanting to open it up. And she like instantly reached out to me like, nobody has ever said anything, and blah, blah, blah. She's like, I would love to like bring you on. I'm like, okay, cool. And I just make sure that I keep it to me. Like, in the beginning, I was never big on saying like plus size, plus size, plus size, because I felt like people were already looking at me and they knew what was up. Like,
but you still say it to let them know that you're confident in it.
And when I was like so worried about what other people were thinking, I'm like, retract that, because remember, this was about you. This was, like you said, it's not my job. Like, I do it because I enjoy it, and it just happens to bring opportunities. And so I'm like, I need to retract that and bring it back to me. And now, like, especially in my late 20s, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm plus size, and you like it because you was looking. So,
and I ain't never stopped me from getting nobody I wanted
ever.
That's my thing with working. I'm gonna stay on topic, but no, that's my thing with working out. It's like I work out because I'm 10 years ago, I had a brand called Fat Fitness. I had waist trainers, I had fitness clothes, I had fanny packs. I was doing it. And then it's like, fast forward to, I had a baby, fast forward to now, it's like, it was just so hard for me to just get back motivated. I used to wake up, I used to work out twice a day. Like, people used to come downtown with me. I had a workout room. We was doing it. Now it's like, but now I'm 20, today is 28. I'm 28 days until my 75 soft. And going to the gym is the highlight of my day. Yeah. Like, wake up, take my daughter to school, go to the gym, go home, take a shower, go to class. Today, got my eyebrows and stuff done. After I do my other episodes, I'm going to the gym. Like, going to the gym is a part of what I like to do. It makes me feel good. And when you do stuff that make you feel good, you just everything else around you, it just come together. And I just love it. I'm finally back in that space where I go to the gym because I feel good, not just because I want to lose weight or I want to. And then that's going back to what I was saying. I used to always say, like, I don't gotta lose weight for what? Yeah. If I want him, he coming. Like, it ain't never saying, oh, she too big, but it's never been that. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. How do you feel about when guys say, when people, not just men, when people say big girls, like, guys be with big girls because they got low self-esteem and they can take their money. And I did a lot of things in my life as a woman dating a man. I've done a lot of stupid things as a woman to a man or with a man or for a man. Yeah. But I've never woke up one day and said, I'm so fat, my self-esteem is so low. I'm about to get Tyrone my check. Ever. No. I've never wanted to give a man my money or my check. And I always see the post like, oh, guys only want big girls because they get them money and they pay for them. When, where, why, and who? That has never been in my job description. That has never been, like, I don't know where it came from. Like,
I've heard all types of stuff about like guys wanting to be with bigger girls. The one thing that I truly have a big problem with as far as that goes is being fetishized. Like I feel like the guys just fetish me and it be uncomfortable, and I be like, see, y'all be trying to make it seem like, oh, we bigger, this, that, and the third. They are on us, and it's scary because I want him to come to you. Like,
and it's crazy because I feel like we are more sexualized than skinnier girls, and it's just like, it's kind of like they be trying to sneak and do it. How they sneak and talk, like I'm not gonna say how they sneak and mess with men because that's a little drastic, but it's true. But it's like perfect example. They gonna kill me for this, but I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, somebody went over somebody's house and they didn't come to the door, and they like, somebody else was like, oh, it probably was a big girl over there. And I'm like, if it was a big girl, then what? What's wrong with that? When you hiding her? Because y'all love men, it's more pushing. It's more cushion for the pushing. Yeah. That's for one. For two, I feel like when men are so, you have your own preference. You can date whatever size. But men that's overly, I don't want a fat girl. I don't want a big girl. I don't want this. Have small private areas. So it's not a choice. You can't be with a big woman sexually because you don't have enough. And I'm gonna put a pin in that. And that's just how I feel, and I feel how I feel. But the whole men are dating bigger women because they pay for them and they give them their tax money. I don't even give my baby daddy none of my taxes. Yeah, you ain't getting it. You not getting nothing from me. And I feel like Cardi B, research what Cardi B said about thick girls, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. But yeah. So, what are some challenges you face? Like breaking, you always been, like you said, you always been into fashion stuff. But do you face any challenges being not the standard size model?
So like, of course, like even now, like, sending out your sizes and stuff like that is still not promised for us. Like, and I'm not saying that like smaller girls aren't promised either, because you could think you was a size medium and go try on the medium and it ain't working out today, but you can still do the small or the large. It's either right or it's wrong, and that really be my biggest challenges in the industry, or like stuff that looks good on me. They kind of, I feel like in the industry sometimes brands feel like I said, they have a hard time pushing plus size, or they have a hard time bringing it on. I also feel like they think, okay, well, I finally got a plus size model, I gotta push everything don't look good on me just because I'm plus size. So now here it is, like, I'm already evoking a type of confidence and all of that on the camera for you, but you can let the sky until it's blue. This don't look good on her. So then it's like, okay, now I'm getting my work back and this don't look good on me.
And pause. It's a whole big thing on TikTok. Are you a TikToker?
I am, but I be pulling away.
Get that TikTok is bag. Intimidating. Get that bag. Get on TikTok. You're gonna get paid for your posts. Your TikTok, like my one of my best friends was just saying, TikTok, like her fashion videos go crazy. Yeah. TikTok is really, because I'm coming on TikTok for content. Yeah. People go on TikTok for content, for information. I'm on TikTok more than I'm on Google. People go on Instagram to be messy, to be nosy. That's what they use Instagram for. People go on Twitter to be freaky. People go on TikTok to see content. I'm on TikTok. How to style this brown skirt with some
I'll go to TikTok and search, like you said before, everything. I go to Google.
You go to TikTok for content, and it's a big thing. I forgot the guy's name, but they call him Johnny Bravo or something. He's a podcaster. He's a model. He has a bald head. He always wears a black beater, some big black jeans, some big black boots. What's crazy is he's so big and masculine, like strong, but he's So he made a post, and he used to be fat. I didn't know this. He used to be really, really fat. He made a post, and it basically said, he used to be big. I'm sorry. I think fat is obscene. That's maybe what they think. But he made a post and basically said, because like you said, some brands, they don't cater to bigger women. So they'll throw a tablecloth and make it a shirt, and they'll be like, that's ugly. A lot of plus size clothes are ugly. I don't like when brand, like Fashion Nova for one, they had a standard size, they had a plus size. It's the exact same outfit, it's just in a bigger size. You go to some other places, it'll be your black dress and it'll be another black dress. Your dress that look like our dress that look like a damn curtain. They'll be like, no, I want to cut. I want a little side.
Yeah, they lose the curve. They lose the details.
I don't like that. So he basically said on TikTok, Stop complaining to brands about how bigger clothes look and just get your in a gym. He's going in. So another girl, his best friend got the sleeve surgery and she lost a lot of weight, but she still like advocate for plus size women because that's what she was. And she basically like he was wrong. Yeah. And everybody's like, how can you say this? And your best friend is a bigger girl who had to get surgery for health issues. And it was just a big thing. And it's just like people are so lenient with like fat phobia, like being fat phobic and stuff like that. And then you talk about an LBGT barbecue, they want to crucify you. It's like, be fair. Yeah. Be fair in all angles. You have to be fair.
I think, first of all, to pinpoint the comment about his friend coming back, great, because I'm really big on like, don't throw shade from afar. Like, you might not have been even thinking about me or anything like that, but if you know it pertains to anything, especially if we a median and stuff like that, if you know it wouldn't uplift me, don't do it. Don't do that, because I wouldn't do that. Yeah. So my other thing is, back in the day, I used to really be like in the gym working out, all of that. I was still bigger. I just wanted to tone up, tighten up. I would be in gym classes, workout sessions with smaller girls, and you know, better. And I'm like, okay, I'm geeking. Like, let's go. I don't think people understand, like, it's okay. And this is the kind of like what I was saying to you the other day, like, I'm really okay with how I look. I love how I look. I just, you know, of course I got my own little things that I'm like, okay, I can work on that. I can fix that. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be smaller. It was a point I had lost 100 pounds and I was still plus size. But all of this and like my face, I felt like I looked sick. I'm like, this ain't really like giving, I lost weight, toned up. Like,
it's a lot of women I see who look better, bigger.
And I personally feel like I'm like, I look better fluffy. I look better.
That's
I'm
like,
okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So with that, it's like with working out and getting back into it, it's just my health is wealth, and that's fine. But we have to stop. First of all, I'm a big believer in stop worrying about the next person in any way, shape, or form.
The world would be a better place if people just mind their own business.
Like, it's not hard, especially if you know how to put yourself in your own world, be your own person, and be yourself. It's not hard to not know what's going on. It'd be so many days I'd be like, that happened.
Yeah, like, I tell myself, like, did you see? She'd be like, oh, let me go look. Minding our business.
Minding your business. And it's just like, for you to just come out, because it does fall under fat phobia. Like, you just come out and say, oh, y'all need to get up and work out. What if I'm just the laziest person on earth and I'm not going to do it?
What if I have health issues and I can't do no strenuous workouts? It's stuff like that. What if I have a heart condition and I can't work out? Like, what if something is going on with me and I can't really pick up heavy stuff? Or what if I'm not physically able to work out? And what if this is just what if it's in my genetics? Like, what if? And that's what I mean. You don't know what, and me being in the medical field, you don't know what a person is going through. No matter what I look like, you don't know what a person, some people are skinny because they have to be. Yep. They don't have a choice. They eat, and it's just, you never know. Yep. And that's a big thing with, and that's my next question I wanted to ask you. How do you maintain body positivity in a society or a generation where the ideal body type is so fraudulent?
So, I mean, like, I think everybody has that point. Well, and I could be wrong. You could, from birth to now, have just been confident, loved yourself, and I commend that. Like, swear, because I wish I would have had that same journey. I wish I had that. I literally had a point where I just was like, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. Like, I want to do. And it was like, you just go sit here and talk about this all day, every day. Like, what is it doing besides making a list of what you don't like and you wake up with you every day? So I'm like, okay, I got to start loving me. So that's when I really just started, like, right. And that was 2017. So that's right. And it was just crazy how it happened, because after I really dove into it, the opportunities and stuff came. And I'm like, this might have been a sign, like, find you first and then I'll lead the way. And so I just kind of, a lot of people would say it's conceited. A lot of people would say it's, arrogance. I just really started liking me. Like, I would look at me and be like, okay, you look good. Like, can't nobody tell me that you don't look good. Like, I could go a whole day and don't nobody compliment me. It's okay. Because I've been complimenting myself in my head all day. I just had to teach myself how to love. And I don't even have, like, the perfect recipe to tell someone. I don't have none of that. All I can tell you is that it takes time. Don't stop doing it. And, like, just really be accountable for yourself. Because it's still my times where I be like, stop. Have a whole conversation with yourself in the mirror, because you still like you still love you. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. You just didn't like that. And I had to come out of saying like the stuff that I didn't like was me. It was just stuff that could be changed. And I think that's how I kind of just stay positive. Is like, you still like you, girl. Like, don't worry about it.
I feel like my turning point was the last time I just went to Houston. I took my daughter to Houston. And, I just was just like, I just didn't like none of the clothes I brought. For one, the first time was when it was, I knew we was going to Houston for a few weeks, and it was like I just would not go buy nothing. Like, even to this day, I do not go in the mall because it was a point I just did not like my body. I did not like how I looked. I didn't want to try nothing on because I know I need a bigger size, and I'm not gonna buy a smaller size. I'm not gonna buy nothing too small. I would just leave and not buy nothing.
Yeah.
And it was just a point when we went to Houston. For one, I didn't buy no new clothes because I didn't like how I looked. Like, this was just in March. No, at the end of February. Even my birthday plans, I did nothing really for my birthday. I just did not like how I looked. But on my friends on the outside looking in, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
They don't know what I'm going through. They probably won't know until they see this video. But the whole since probably November, December, January, I just did not like how my body looked. I was in a space where I didn't even want to look in the mirror. It was just like, no, it just wasn't hitting. This because I got school, I got work. Then when I'm emotional and stuff, I eat. Like, I will go to, I will eat. I will eat so many times a day, and I'll be like, why am I eating again? It's like, it's emotional eating. I hate it. And then the last time I went to Houston, we went to Houston in February. I took my daughter. I didn't like none of the clothes I brought. I didn't like how I looked in anything, like nothing. And I didn't buy no clothes going because I didn't want to buy no clothes. Right. I don't want to face the fact that I hate the way my body look right now. On top of that, my friends, my two close friends, they live in Houston, and they were doing 75 hard, and just in the short time they was doing it, I seen how much different their bodies look. It just motivated me. Like, we in Houston, we got like 2 more days left, and I can't wait to go home and start.
Exactly.
I can't wait to go home and start my 75 hard because I'm seeing it in real time, how much, like, not even just with their bodies, they mind, like, talking to them. Even my friend Alexis, she called me like, good morning, girl, what's this? I see a whole different shift in her attitude, her energy, and it's just like, when I came back from Houston that last time, I'm like, for one, I'm moving out of Detroit when I finish school. I'm about to get my body right. I'm about to get my mind right. I already been working on getting myself together, and I started with like my mental. I'm like, okay, now it's time to work on my body. And I've been in the gym every day, and I just feel good. I get what you're saying. It was a time where I didn't even want to look in the mirror, and it's like I was celibate because it's like, how I'm about to get lit, and I don't even like the way I look. Like, it was a time. And like I said, my closest friends don't even know that, but I did not like how I looked. I want to say January, February, and half of March. I'm on day 28 because I started, and then I drank, I backlapped, so I started all the way over from day 1. And it was just like, I just wasn't feeling it. My body, my size, it go up and down. One day I'll be like, ooh, and one day I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh. So I'm just getting to a point where I'm working out. I'm working out because I just want to feel good about myself again, like I used to. Yeah. You still can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. But I'm at home and I'm like, okay, this need to be different. And it's only going to look different or be different if I change. And it's not just with the look. I want to be able to run. I want to be able to work out. I want to go to Pilates like I go to Pilates and not have to stop. Right. Like, I want to be healthy. I want to be more athletic. It's just how I want to feel about myself. So I definitely understand what you were saying with that. And taking pictures is different too, because it was even some of our photo shoots. I'm like, I told her I was about to take pictures. Let me just take these pictures. And looking at those pictures and then to my pictures now, it's like you could just tell, like, my whole everything, mental, my body, everything. It's just changing.
I know, like, I want to say, because me and my one of my best friends, we was just looking at my pictures, like, just that time frame in my life. It was like 2020. I had, not their ex, but like at the time, and that's another thing people don't talk about, is like, regardless of your size, men can be intimidated by you. And so, just a lapse of judgment, fell with the wrong person, and come to find out, like, they was like a hater in disguise. Like, here come this girl, she plus size, she cute in the face, she thinks she this, she thinks she that, and then I think I'm this and I'm that. Now we talking, but it ain't working because she outshining me. And like, during that time frame, I'm not even seeing it. Like, mental abuse and all that type of stuff, like it's coming into play. And when I gain weight, it come in my face first.
Me too.
So we going out to eat all the time. I'm spending time with nobody but him. I'm thinking everything is good, but I'm not even paying attention to him like slowly taking me down. And like during that time, I didn't want to take no pictures. Like the boutique that I was working with, I felt so bad. Like I was just always working because I didn't want to do nothing else. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to do this and the third. I'm like, you losing parts of the things that help bring your mental space back. Like it might seem vain, but if that's what helps you, that's what helps you. And I'm like, I gotta get back to me. So I had to ditch it. And I want to say, like in the first 2 months of me like being single and just living life the way I had always lived it, I was naturally losing weight. Why? Because somebody not sitting up and just pumping me food and then, you know, making me feel bad. So then they bringing me food. And I'm like, this is what I be talking about. Like sometimes I feel like I have to just stick to me because anything external, it just seems like it get real disruptive.
I feel like it's crazy that I'm about to say this. I feel like I've been lonely. I get lonely a little bit, but I just know what I'm not settling for. But I honestly feel like I do better with my being by myself. If that makes sense. And it's crazy. I don't want to be like that. I want to have somebody and I want us to flourish together. But it's just like maybe now that I'm working on myself, I'll start attracting better people because they say you are who you attract. They always say you are who you attract. There's no way I'm a lying, cheating sack of shit. Yeah. But then I think about it sometimes, like,
and you know, first of all, I be saying that I'm paying for my daddy. Whatever my daddy was doing back in the day, I'm paying for it. So, daddy,
they gonna crucify me.
I'm paying for you.
No, for real.
But outside of that, like even now, because like I'm really trying to like I tell everybody therapy, everything, like I was big on all of that. So now I'm just kind of like trying to take everything that I learned and just make sure I apply it to my everyday life. So every day I'm like, I know my friends get tired of me because I be sounding like I'm telling them quotes and stuff, but I'm like, no, because I really want you to be on board with me because if I can hold me accountable and you can hold me accountable and then you hold yourself accountable and now we holding each other, like we can only win.
We can only win.
But we cannot control the universe. And I kind of feel like it is not, like, I do believe the phrase, like, you know, you are what you attract. But like you said, it is no way. And I think people just try to look for little things, or people just be fighting demons, or people just see like, dang, I do want a part of that. I just don't know how to be that either. So
and that goes to what I say when people be like, when I say like I'm trying to change or I'm trying to be better, and they like, well, you are right. You know, they only saying that because they don't understand how you woke up and just decided that you wanted to be a better person, because they keep going to sleep and waking up and just deciding to be a hater, which is something I don't understand, because you can be whatever you want to be in this world. You literally can wake up tomorrow and say, I'm about to train to be in the Olympics. You might never make it to the Olympics, but you can definitely train every day and you can definitely get great at something. But you choose to wake up every day and be a hater, or be a person that make fake pages on the internet, or be a person that's on the little fake blogs that want to talk about people that's actually doing something with their lives. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy that we paying the people now. We should have never started that. We should have never started that, because now, so what if it's bad? I'm going to still get something out of it.
Exactly. What can you share any like collaborations or any brands that you work with, that you're going to work with in the future? Something that you haven't posted, some tea?
So for the future, I don't necessarily have anything coming up, but I will say that what I'm working at, and I know it might be cliche, but I don't think so. I think it's the standard brand to have. I'm working at Fashion Nova. So one thing that I really need to get better at
on my vision board
is tagging my stuff.
Fashion Nova, and back before I had my daughter, I want to say like 2019, Fashion Nova used to comment on my stuff. Like I would tag them, like, oh my God. And they comment. And I'm writing them, where's my code?
Yeah.
Shop XXX and type in Shell. Like, where's my code? So yes, I would love to do Fashion Nova too.
I'm working at Fashion Nova simply because it is the standard.
But it opened doors for a lot more.
It opened doors for a lot of people. And I love how they take their curve, and it's not even against being plus size, because like I said, at the end of the day, be plus size, be proud of that. I like how they let it be known Fashion Nova curve is like, it's not plus size, it's natural bodies with curves.
Curvy.
And I know like the models that they use and stuff, it don't be conventional, but like you go on their page, you see they tag, and I like in the beginning, I'm like, why is she on the plus size? She ain't. But it's like, it's just letting you know, if you have curves, this is for you. And I'm like, okay, that's literally like how I've always been. Like, yeah, I'm curvier. A lot of the women in my family are bigger. Like, it's just always been that way. But then it's like, even as a child, I would see older women and they would be bigger. And I'm like, it's not even about being bigger. I think it's just, these are natural bodies. And we are so used to being told that natural bodies are not it. And so, I don't know. I really want to get at Fashion Nova because I think once that happens, a lot of other stuff will happen. And that's just something I've really been working at.
Yes, I would love to do Fashion Nova as well. What do you hope for in the future? Like, what type of better representation would you like to see with being a plus size model?
I would like to see us genuinely be accepted. So I'm okay with the plus size category. I'm okay with being curvy. I'm okay with all of that. But I would love where it get to a point that like it's not a topic. Like I know how I was just talking to
like model Tierra.
Yeah.
Not plus size model. Tierra.
Yes, like I was just talking to the makeup artist about Lizzo and how she has made being plus size her personality.
And then get mad
because we comment on it. Because you have plus size women commenting on you too, because sometimes it just come off real
like
we know
everything she does emphasizes her weight. Everything she does emphasizes her being big. But now you're mad because we're everything that we saying is about your weight. I do sympathize with her because people do change and you can rebrand, but you can't make a whole post about not wanting to be labeled as this and then you make a video eating a burger. Yeah. It's just like, it's contradicting. I feel like I'm all for people rebranding and changing their life and doing their thing, but just stay consistent. You may have to, like my friend made a post, y'all be scared to try stuff. This is my fourth life.
Yeah.
Anything I want to do, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put the work in to do it. And I'm not trying to convince you that I'm really doing this, but the work I put in, you know that I'm not playing.
And that's just kind of where I wanted to be. Like, I want brands to just start off with the inclusivity. I want them to just start off with having the range of people. I want them to just like make it, because I feel like even though we have our own category and stuff, that's still just what it is. Like plus size, like they own little world or something. It's like, no, we just plus size. I'm just a model. Like, and I just wanted to be,
I don't wear a size 2.
Yeah, like I just wanted to be normal to be plus size, because when I'm walking down the street, I'm not like, oh, they gonna think I'm walking funny because I'm plus size. Like, no, it's just,
or everybody, hey, big girl, like,
yeah, like
big baby, like that's not sexy. Don't ever call me that.
It's not. It's
Bring
not.
your big ass here. Like, what? Get out. Get out.
Like, I don't know. No. I think we still, like, you know, we have the sizes in the clothing lines and we having, you know, more girls pop out, do lingerie shoots, all types of stuff. But I still think the day I don't hear, yeah, for a bigger girl, that was cute, then I'm going to know we made it somewhere.
For a bigger girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. What's next? Like, what's next for you?
So I'm trying to, because when I came onto Instagram, you know, you was just posting pictures. You could post a bowl.
And go.
You could post a bowl of cereal and be like, my favorite, and go on about the day. Now it's like, what's your strategy? What's your plan? So I'm really trying to, like you said, get back into TikTok. And I'm trying to make sure that I am seen. I'm not really big on talking. Like, I hate making videos when I come on there and talk and stuff like that. But I'm all for making a reel and not talking and all, like, but I just really need to come into like me and just making sure that I keep making my content. And so
stay consistent.
Consistency
and discipline. That's it.
That's the cheat code. I will add a job, I will add a class, I will do anything and then be like, well, the content ain't important. And then be like, oh, why am I not busy? Like, I need to stay consistent if I truly do want this to be lucrative and everything, but I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, oh, I gotta do this, that. So I'm really
keep it fun,
because that's what I really pride myself on, is that I just make it a part of my life. Like, I will go to Christmas dinner and be dressed up while everybody in their sweats. Like, I just enjoy all of it. I enjoy getting ready. I enjoy being cute. I enjoy all of that. So I just want to make sure, like, I keep it natural. I keep it to me. And it's like, this is my everyday life. So even if something didn't work out with a brand,
it's still me.
I'm still going to do it. Like, so I'm just trying to make sure that I stay consistent this year, the rest of this year, going into next year. And I want to just make sure that I keep letting brands know that I am here.
What's your your dream brand to work with? What's a brand you just like, if you work with this brand, you just feel like you made it?
You know what? I feel like if I was to get like a deal with Savage Fenty, I would really. Yes. Because when she first started out, I will say that was a brand. She first started out, she had the plus size, she had everything. And I had accidentally started the subscription. You know, you order something one time and next thing you know, you got to, I'm like, oh, they take it. So I go in there and I have credits. Now, I'm not even big on like, I'm naked at home all the time. Like sports bra, whatever. I just don't like wearing clothes. So now I'm like, well, you know, I have guys or whatever. So I need to kind of, okay, let me dabble into the lingerie world. And I did it. And it was like, I don't even know if y'all going to get to see me in it because this is working for me. Like, this is so cute. And like, I just really like how her brand just make you feel. Like, she don't alter it and make it seem like, oh, you know, you can't have this little detail because it's bigger. It's all the same. And I will say, like, she really did a good job with that. So I think that would be a really good brand for me to be like, okay, we getting somewhere.
Savage Fenty, y'all here.
Come holla at me.
Holla at Tierra. Well, I thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This episode was amazing because I actually want to get like it's something that I just do for fun now, but I would like to really, really tap into it. So I really appreciate you coming.
Yes, thank you for having me. I enjoyed myself.
Tell us all your handles so we can follow you.
So everything is Tierra_T. Yeah. Oh, but you know what? TikTok is Tierra_T7. So, but yes, Tierra_T for everything.
And if they wanted to book you for opportunity for modeling, would they just hit you up?
Yep. So you can just either DM me on Instagram. I also have my email attached to my Instagram, but my email would be TierraB727. So,
thank you for coming. I really appreciate this.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.